Morning, my people. I am back. I'm late, but it's better late than never. Katuwe mkubwa ni bitu wakitunyumie mkatono. Good morning, my people. How are you today? Jaga tuve kuchukua chintu nyumie mumba nyumize emboss. Yena kuzange satu. For 3 days I've not been live, but I'm back again. And I'm back for good. Helicopter! Sambera, umekutaya. Cheturina, telije chigenda, nabasunga nabona bagamba. Don't be my wife. Cheturina, telije chigenda, nabasunga nabona bagamba. Nabagamba teya kutwala, teya kubimba, tusabona pe. Airtime wa mtwaro gumu for someone that can guess where we are. Wekufumira yo kuyingira ku main. If you guess where we are, ngaba airtime wa mtwaro. Ngena muwa gwe muba toli Uganda nga muwa your loved one. can guess where we are coming out of. Offer valid for 5 minutes. Yes. Offer valid for only 5 minutes. Hey, offer valid for only 5 minutes. Offer only valid for 5 minutes. I'm gonna talk at a certain point and the offer will be off. Eh, but how are you, my people? Mwasuze mutia, muri mutia, muri muta, muri munonga, kodeyo, kopango. Murire muta, muraire muta. Yeah, enemies no nyana yero that is ganye. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. The Irish was like, the Irish speak English and you don't even hear it. But how are you? Lero sina topic. Babuza ko bubuza. Njagala banyumiza what I've been up to for the last 3 days. This would be day number 4, right? Because this is Thursday. I did not have a broadcast on Monday, which I told you I would not have. And then apparently, I could not have one on Tuesday. And then I could not have one yesterday. And all that. Aicha kapandika aicha kano mbadde sikarabanga banange. Mbadde sikarabanga. Mbadde sikarabanga. Era n'olumu kama katonda sijja kwerumiriza bayinza okukyetanga obujulizi mu court. Anything you say can be used against you in the courts of law. But wakakapandika kalabye leero ate nga wompita wonyonga fumuka. Real topics has said we are in Miti. Now, whoa. Joshua said from Kapeka to Hoima Road. Whoa. Omutwalo ngutwala. You guys, omutwalo ngutwala. 1, 2, 3. Omutwalo guvudde okubakati wali wakapandike mmanyike mulayi. Akakapandika naye omutwalo guvudde okati. Tomorrow I'll also have another one for 10K. But how are you people? Munange, on Sunday I told you that I would be shooting a show for TV. I'll be shooting a pilot. I shot a pilot on Monday, like I told you, and it did not go according to plan. Mumanye to be a Uganda. It hasn't been raining for a very long time, and when I was programming the shoot, I thought it would not on that day. On the Monday that we shot it was a day of Kugeze Seva. It was a test day. You know how you say God is testing me? On that day, I think God tested me a lot. Because it has not been raining for a very long time. It was dry as a matter of fact. Actually, on that very day, it rained in the location where we were shooting. But 2 kilometers from there, it was totally dry. It did not even rain in Kampala for you to say that it just rained in our location. Secondly, power has not been going for a very long time. On that day, power went about 3 times. On one time, it went for like 2 hours. Remember, I had programmed to shoot from 10 a.m. up to around 5 p.m. and we would have hit our deadline. Kade, we would have gone a little bit late, up to like 7 or 8. But you know what? We were not able to hit the deadline. We shot up to around 2 a.m. in the morning. So we started shooting at 10 a.m. and we shot up to 2 a.m. the next day. And the entire time my goal was, let's finish this pilot. We have to submit. Let's finish this pilot. We have to submit. And thank God we shot and everything was okay. Yes, we had a few challenges here and there, but we were able to shoot, and I can only say our pilot is complete as of today. Now, that happened on Monday until we shot up to 2 a.m. Now, we shot up to 2 a.m. and I had to cut footage, and I ended up sleeping at 3 a.m. But then 5 a.m. there are people that I had promised we would finish on Monday. We did not finish on Monday, so they had to be dropped to their locations, to their homes. So at 5 a.m. I was out dropping people. I came back at around 7 a.m. and at 7 a.m. we loaded equipment, I had to return the equipment from the places where I rented the equipment from. So I did that, and yes, I think I got done with that at around midday. I had to drop stuff and make a few payments. Midday I was done, and then we had to start editing. One of the first editors I know, the fastest, he came. He was supposed to come by like 2 p.m. He arrived at 3 p.m. and then he said he had to be somewhere for like an hour, which we had to give him. So he did a few cuts and then went. Came back at around 6. He cut, and these days I'm not the person to leave things to chance any day. So we kind of had what we call a fast cut on Wednesday at around 2:30 a.m. 2:15 I think. So 2:15 we left the office and we drove. I left them somewhere and then I headed home. I reached home at 3 a.m. on, that would be Wednesday morning. And yeah, I slept. I could not wake up. I had planned to do a broadcast yesterday, but I could not wake up. I woke up at 9 a.m. I woke up at 9 a.m. and then I had to head out still because then I had studio. I had to work on the music to be put in the pilot. So I headed out at around 9:30 and then I hit the studio by like 11. I was in the studio. We did the music. We got done with the music at around 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I headed out to office to see the editor again. That was yesterday. The editor did not come until 4 p.m. We did. Now, yesterday we had to finish the cut. Remember, we need the pilot over 25 to 29 minutes. We had 40 minutes. So we cut, and then we worked on the opener, and then coloring had to be done, and then including the music. We finished by around 1:30 a.m. And 1:30 a.m. that's when I set off. I dropped those guys where I had to drop them, and then I headed out home. So I reached home still at around 2:40 a.m. And that's why I could not make my broadcast today. I wanted to make the broadcast today. I really wanted to have to be on the broadcast today morning. The view is nice. So I reached home today at 2:30 a.m. and I slept. And Mama Aban woke me up at 7:18 telling me, okay, your broadcast. And I told her, but I had to do the broadcast today because it has been a long time and I missed this place. So that has been my crazy 3 days. So we have what we would call a draft of an episode. It's really interesting. This show is better than the cafe in my understanding. It's way better. Of course, now the cafe you guys are watching is not the original cafe. We had a few challenges along the way and story had to be changed, which kind of diluted my original creation. It had to do, normally when I tell you marketing is bigger than just you telling people about the product. That's what I tell you. We ignored some political facts as we were creating the cafe. We knew about the political facts, but we kind of ignored the political facts, and those political facts caught up with us when we had already finished shooting, and we had to adjust our story, and the adjustment wasn't that pretty, and that's what you guys have been watching on Pal Magic Local. But now with this one, we had all the politics in mind, so never ignore the politics. If you're going to be doing business in a place and then they tell you, wait, business or don't think you're special. Don't think you're special. Either don't do it or go and talk to that person and find an amicable budget playing ground. Find a middle ground. But how are you, my people? So I had a very crazy 3 days. I've been sleeping 2 hours. It's to the extent I had an assignment that I handed in on Friday. Then I reached Monday. One of my classmates calls me, Nangamba, Arthur, did you submit? And yes, I submitted. Nangamba, no, that's not how it works. You have to call the admin Somero. You know, be approving. Then I called the lady, the admin at VUMI. The lady wasn't picking my calls. I sent her WhatsApp message. So I sent her emails. She wasn't answering any. Because I have proof of submission. So anyway, I had a crazy 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I'm back for good. I'm back for good. I'm going to get a place and read your comments, guys. So don't go away. Don't go away. I'm going to be bagenda zinsomera no bazingamba mukutu. Yeah. Bazingamba mukutu, bagingambe kati yogera kweno. Then I'll be talking about it. But how are you guys? Ani yaguze moto kanata pita kola pre-purchase inspection. Who? Boba wachikoze? Ngenda kuloga ekinanasi. Yes, ngenda kuloga ekinanasi. Twakiriziganya wano omuntu agule moroka ampaye emitwalo 45 nitufune moroka fenna naye bwoba waguze moroka nga tongambyeko ngenda kuloga ekiranasi. Of course I would not have been available. Even today I'm not available. I can only be available starting tomorrow for inspections because, well, the big and guys, you remember guys how we have been talking about goals and what we set and how you have achieved. That's one of the biggest goals in my first quarter of the year. Of course, the quarter is 4 months. The quarter will be 3 months. But I had Jan to April, May to. So that's one of the biggest goals I had up to April, and I've achieved it. Now I have one bigger goal that I haven't yet achieved. Still, it has to do with shooting. But that one doesn't really have a deadline. I just have to make sure it starts and goes. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure that happens. But for you guys about setting our goals, sometimes you have to push to be able to achieve those goals, and that's exactly what I did. So yeah, that's why I wanted you to look at me as I stress that because it's an important point. Man, Elijah, sorry, I know it's me most who is obsessed na whatever Elijah. There is a time munange never could shoot. I think over waliko twa shooting at the entire night, and then I had to take my kids to school. I drove from the set navachanja nemvuga paka matuga nemvuga netwala abana kusomero. But of course the live broadcast kept me awake. By the time I reached my kids school, I had woken up ekinyamba tinakusuna nabata demo break katono sibatwala kusomero is in a week yonna because I had a shoot. I knew it would be unpredictable, so there was no school for them. But Cold War, I was really tired. I was dozing. It wasn't pretty. So I think I couldn't catch but at least they could never say up to 9 a.m. Today I've slept up to around 8 something. Yeah. Nengo uliota Emma babi webale kunkeberako waliwo Joshua Emma bankebeddeko mwebale nnyo kunkeberako ayo ngawaga awai oli kuchingate tukulaba munange Emma byo byabadde bintwala ngangezako okunoonya ekigulira magala eddiba ate ku side eri but I'm positive. You know the kind of energy when you have almost achieved, when you have achieved 90% of what you wanted to achieve. When you have achieved 90% of what you wanted to achieve, that's ati eno wamujira betu ni maso mwe bagayi eno wa biliena eyo si eno empya eno wa biliena naye erimu kati mula batu abagamba. You remember the trim levels? This is the trim level that comes before the SI. The SI is like the maximum trim level. Then there is an S. Chovola and Chila Bikabunyo in the local was at Chechino, Echipia. But it's the 2004 model, which I've been recommending for a very long time. But how are you, my people? I'm open for pre-purchase inspection starting tomorrow. I want to do the final thing here now today and then submit a Chonchip Jemo Diro. Ate awo mpite team yange ate tudde mutufumbire ekirala. Football tribe kyekiriwo muganda wange ono NS chicken chichi NS chicken NS chicken today is not market Tuesday. You will do that one. I know we missed market Tuesday, but we will do that on market Tuesday. Yeah. Toyota Corsa. Jadubs. Now, the Corsa is not a very bad car. And if you have a very small budget and it's the only car you can get in your budget, go ahead and buy your Corsa. But however, I've been telling you for a very long time. You see how I've been telling you the Raum old model is not a good car? Yeah, but it's the biggest reason why everyone will tell you the Raum old model is not a very nice car is because of the engine. The Raum old model engine is a challenge to so many mechanics, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I will tell you not to buy a Raum old model. However, the same engine being in the Corsa doesn't make it that bad, because the same engine is in the Corsa. But why in the Corsa it's not as dangerous is because normally people don't overload the Corsa. The Raum looks bigger than the Corsa, has a bigger boot, and because of that, people tend to overload the Raum old model. And when you overload a car that has an engine challenge, the engine will blow and then you start getting challenges. That's why normally I don't recommend the Corsa. I have a border. Now that's Kakibaitaka Corsa Super. Akabaitaka Corsa Super. But still it has the same engine. Bakaitabata engine Karaumu. Wakabaita 4E. Check Akabaita 4E. So personally, as Arthur, I will not buy a Corsa if the money I have can afford a better car. By a better car, I mean a car that doesn't have engine challenges. A car that doesn't have engine challenges. Work at the church, they say, oh, jam. Amina King Daniels, Nkomieo. Paul Sema, good morning. Kagwa Dennis, good morning. Funny Lifestyles, good morning. Kambe CJ, good morning. Amayo Philia, King Daniels, Okelo Emmanuel, Alec Isaac Wandera, Real Topics with Jidubs, Mugalasi Joshua Mixed Farm, Frank Mubiru, Chiza Tadeo, Wabuyi Nelson, Elijah Mwiru Yatua, you need to be fine. Man, temu finding but dem patikana. Emma Kafero Mokisa, Chechiriwo. When are you bringing the professional online driver you talked about on TikTok? Bobe Nyini Batia. That's the thing. I've wanted to host these Uber guys for a very long time, but they promise to turn up and they don't turn up. So it seems whatever I'm telling you about Uber is kind of true. Valerian Serunkuma, good morning. NS Kitchen. I need your opinion on Toyota Corsa. Jimaze Corsa in Luzungu. Okay, I'm going to do the Luzungu. Totally English. Nwagaba Brian. Now, real topics, Jidubs. The Toyota Corsa is not a bad car, like I've said. However, it has engine problems. It shares the same engine with the Toyota Raum, and the Toyota Raum engine has been known for a very long time to have. I think the reason why we have this jam here is because the traffic guys are trying to get me popular. That's the only thing. That's the only reason I can see. But let's try to go a little forward and then we'll see what happens. Jedubs. The Toyota Corsa is one car that actually I don't really recommend it unless the money you have cannot get you a better car. If you have a budget of like 10-12 million, there is no reason why you buy a Toyota Corsa. Even if it's a new BJ. Yeah. Because the challenges you may get with the engine will not be worth the purchase. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So the engine with you see the Raum old model, what the biggest reason why everyone doesn't want to buy or doesn't recommend that you buy the Raum old model is because of the engine challenges. The engine is shared with the Corsa, and the reason why it dies faster in the Raum than in the Corsa is because people kind of overload the Raum because it has a bigger boot, seems like it's a bigger car, and that kills the engine very fast. And that engine cannot be budget repairing, but it disturbs a lot. So I wouldn't recommend that you buy that car. So, but there are alternatives that you could buy instead of the Raum. Instead of the Corsa, depending on what budget you have. You can buy a Corolla. You can buy. Right now, you can buy a Spacio old model. I'm looking at cars that are kind of in this right now. Nuwagaba Brian, Dauda Dawens, Modric, Isaac Mwesigwa, Mudope Joshua, Bruno Nsingoma, ate mbadde njola football tribe mbadde I was planting. I wasn't getting, I was planting. So munteke kyobala bana bagamba luli munteke musaala zammwe nti bwoba osaba nange nsabira so that ebintu byenkola bikwateyo okitegeera. Lwanga Charles, Sharif Abasi, J Sekaja, Amina, Joseph, Pascal Joseph, Antonio Random Things, Alex Kakoza. I need your opinion on a drone UBB for taxi because the owner says it has been on delivery. It depends on how much you're buying it. If you're buying it at an unbelievably low price, don't buy it. Yes. There is a time we were looking for Bawatka and someone was selling me a drone. Remember, mulo za sigena vuga akataka. Wansi wali wadi kugwa alwe HDC jam. Ate chamani.
Because you guys, imagine, we have been in this car place for
not like 10 minutes. It's kind of much. Let me see.
What time would it again?
What time? There is over the accident. The last 9 to 11 million. Okay. 9 to 11 million. 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 Spacio, the Spacio old model. Again, Spacio new model. Yomusajja n'omugaba atha yatugambye you can get a Spacio at 9 million. Spacio old model. Primo old model. You can get both the ordinary and the super. You can get the Vitz old model. Try as much as possible to Vitz wano genda ba ya blue eriko UBH evuga special hire. Ndaba wano akaspasio old model kakola special hire. Ndaba wali eri Primo. You can get the newer old model mgongo gwambwa. Yeah. You can get let me see. We are talking about 9 to 11 million, yeah? Now, you can get a Vista. Chances are high that it won't be the VVTi version, but you can get a Vista. Let me see. 9 to 11 million. 9 to 11 million. But wakamuruka kabaita chikumi, the one that looks like a Primo. You can get. You can get a Corolla, definitely, like mine. Yes, you can. But the Fielder that looks like it, you may not get. The Alex that looks like it, you may not get. You can get the Toyota IST still. Let me see. What other car? 9 to 11 million, guys. That's what we're talking about. 9 to 11 million. There is a car called the G Touring. Mujimanye G Touring. 9 to 11 million. One thing, guys, I need you to understand is that sometimes when we have no accident, we have no accident. What guy alabika atomedde wa boda guy yebadde waawe okizeemuko batono naye ate ababoda obatomera n'ovaawo. So we are talking about 9 to 11 million. Now mulayi n'omuboda bamu ya 9 to 11 nga sijogedde ng'oŋŋamba naye sofa nakalabamu the Spacio old model era Spacio old model endala yiyo. Fan cargo, yes, you can get a fan cargo, yeah. But you guys realize that there is a Karibu. That's a Karibu. No, that's a Starlet actually. That's Corolla 2. It's a Corolla 2, not a Starlet. Primo. There is a Carina there. You can get a Carina as well. You guys realize that right now those cars that I'm talking about are literally getting extinct. You get? We are talking about cars for 9 to 11. I'm trying to answer one of our friends here. because he wanted to buy a Corsa, but I don't recommend the Corsa. Chitware ngiri yegaba amataala ekyama eriko n'akatanda waggulu. Kino ekimoloka si kikamule kino. Yeah, then the primo yiri eri maaso ngabwe njogera. So 9 to 11 mujiraba nga mungamba cars that you can get at 9 to 11 million. Yeah, you can get the RAV4 old model. There is this car called Porte. Car con black. Porte. This is not a Porte. Karuka ine nzijinya. Porte has 3 doors. Ringa tax. Karibu yiyo 9 to 11 million. And by the way, guys, the reason why I'm using this as a reference, try as much as possible not to buy a car that is not on the road. It has its own challenges at the moment. The reason it's not on the road is because maybe the owner died. You can get a Mark X on an old number plate. Mark X. You can get a Verosa, Mark 2 Musota, Mark 2 Grand. I don't know if you're a German car enthusiast, but you can get a Golf 4. You can get a Mini Cooper. The Mini Cooper you can even get at 8 million. You guys think a Mini Cooper is a supercar? How can a supercar be sold at 8 million? There is a Mini Cooper I saw at 8 million. It's a new number plate. You can get a Forester, the old model. You can get a Impreza, the old model. You can get a BMW like the G-Strings. Yeah, still don't be picky about the number plates. We're talking about cars 9 to 11 million. Kati ya primo mujida wajefulie mameka. Iyo wolonze bulonze. Wolonze chapa kumanyako. Wolonze chapa. And then there are cars that you should not be buying. Gaia, you should not be buying cars. Nadia, you should not be buying certain cars beyond 10 million. What you taking? No. Weba nunji nyo 1 million. Weba nunji nyo like you see. There's a person I saw on TikTok, yangamba yakula rawo mu new model, UAP million 13. That's throwing money away. Okokasuka kisente. Why? We recently twali wano manda but twagula rawo mu new model, UBB million 14. Why would you go and buy a UAP now? I know you're going to say after go to gama number plate when you know there are times when you should actually be looking at the number plate as well. Yesterday I saw what was Subaru Legacy, the estate version. Budget $1 million. There are cars that I've been telling you that lose value a lot. Now the Subaru Legacies, the new ones, they are losing a lot of value. Why? Because of fuel consumption. Zinywa abantu bazukuza akajanja nga bakyapangisa ebiseera ebisinga. This is what I've analyzed. Some people buy those Subaru Legacies, Foresters and all. When they are still renting, then they construct homes. When they construct homes, then they nganze atanywe emitwalo 2.3 yenga anywa mukaga kati nga bwe yatsanga nga tufuga buno omonoka bwaffe obutodo bufitizi nga gamba abantu banaku agenda okulaba emitwalo mukaga tegiri sustainable. In 10 days you're using 600k. That means in a month you'll be using almost 2 million shillings on fuel only. Now that wouldn't be a case if you're getting like 10 to 15 million in salary, but majority of Ugandans make about 2 to 4 million, which some even make less. Can just imagine on your 2 million if I have to spend 2 million in fuel. That's a lot of money. So I've realized that some of the guys that buy Subaru Legacies, Imprezas, or they are buying without actually doing the math. You can get, yes, thank you very much, Pasco Joseph. You can get the Legacy old model. X20 ogenda kijja ku million 11. X20 nungi tebenega X20 solo gifuna as long as you're not picky. Yeah. As long as you're not picky. I think cross sports jebasinga okuseera. So you guys, as you go out to buy a car, we manya nti Subaru eyasisiri kumbitana enywanga Toyota ey'olukumi ekyo kibagamba wano saagala mukiwakanire namu. So don't buy a Subaru out of excitement. I know you guys. Chichinabagamba nti Subaru should be car number 2. Subaru should be car number 2. Chikumi ayokora ejitwale. There is a spring, a leaf springs. Then no much mind motoka eze million omwenda ku 11 na zoto no kubala. kubanga ne Subaru zennyini zetuwogerako X20, Impreza, Legacy nazo zennyini mukiraba nti tetuzirabako ku bbala. Let me see. We are talking 9 to 11 million. The drone UBB is at 20 million. Uganda wange. A drone at 20 million. Let me tell you, Ranga, let me try to do an analysis for you. Chigege, bw'ogigula miliyoni 25 ejja kubanga ku UBB UBC Chigege ojja gimaliramu ekitono ennyo miliyoni nga 5. I'm telling you this out of experience. Miliyoni nga 5. Drone bw'ogigula miliyoni 2. I don't know how, if you have inspected properly. If you have inspected properly, that's it. Ate wabagamba nti ebadde tevuga taxi. It's possible, but it's also possible that ebadde tevuga taxi naye nga tebagirabirira bulungi. You see, that's the thing. Someone has a car, it doesn't do taxi, and they don't look after it because it doesn't do taxi. So you're going to be imagining that it's healthy simply because ebadde tevuga taxi. But simply because it hasn't been doing taxi, the person has also not been looking very well after it. What you thinking? So that's the downside. Then there is also a drone that has been doing taxi but very well taken care of. So, but you just have to look at that, especially with those cars, engine gearbox, and then also look at make sure it doesn't have a lot of receipts, police receipts, multiplex, because most of those guys that are selling those cars, if you sell everything, he will sell to you a car at 20 million, like it has police receipts of 10. Katinacho says you're buying it at 30. But you don't know until you start getting stopped on the way saying, okay, so make sure you do all that. Make sure that person doesn't have a loan standing on that car. Yeah, because ujagule moro kanga elikolo ya milioni mukaga plus interest ogene ngogera milioni nga 8. I will not wish that for you. Karaumo old modo mukarabako. Chisirani. You should only buy the Raum old model if you have no money to buy another responsible car. The Raum old model is not responsible at all. Instead of buying a Raum old model, you better buy a Paso. At least buy a Paso. Bro, if you say Spacio old, you mean also Spacio Super. Yes, but the Spacio Super will be a little expensive. So if you want to buy a Spacio between 9 to 11 million, don't be picky. Don't go buying a car at 11 million and then start saying, I want Super, Simanya, I want Vichy. A car at 11 million, don't be too picky. I'm telling you this with experience. Otherwise, of course, there are cars that you can get like really, really good condition at 11 million. Go, ho. Like if you bought, let me see, like a Primo, the ordinary, like that one, at 10 million. It would have to have new tires, superb engine, perfect interior. You get, it's a buy and, you know what we call buy and drive. Katumula Bayo Legacy J. That's an Impreza. There is a Legacy that looks like that. I thought it was the one. Let me see. 10 to 11. Echo chinu ochidaba. Osobola okukifuna. Tekijja kuba kirungi nnyo. But nakyo osobola okukifuna. 10 to 11. You guys, which means your motor is at 9 to 11 million. Now, you can get a parcel, but for you to get that parcel, you have to get it from the owners, not from traders. Kabitiz mukaraba kako RS ako. That's an RS. RS ebano butara wano bumper maso ebane reverse lights. Eri mabega mu bumper ye mabega. Chitekera. You can get a Mercedes Benz C-Class C180 eje baita compressor. Probox mujireke sagala kunchawa. You can't get Probox between 9 to 11. You can get a Nissan Note because sometimes you guys say I don't like those cars. You can get a Suzuki Swift. You can get a Mazda Demio. You can get a Mazda Primacy. And by the way, guys, this time, people are poor, people are broke. Hey, people are broke. This is the worst time to sell your property, I'm telling you. Because people don't have money. It's the worst time to sell your property. As a matter of fact, someone was texting me, it's better that you borrow money if you have an emergency. And you guys, I've been telling you from time. Cash flow is king. Don't buy a car. Don't buy a car and finish all your money. Don't get so excited. Don't get so excited. I know it's very hard for you to not get excited for you to not want to buy a car of your dreams. But guys, let's buy the cars of our dreams when we make 50. Yeah, right now, emoroko jajigulanga emoroka yebiroto byo oyavuwa rogitundira iseku. Sale ka started kako karabe. You started like guys, someone is trying to call me. And I forgot my phone. So I'm using my data. Yeah, I hope he understands. And normally guys, when you call someone 2 times ngakufula busy soko muwemu akadi. But people don't listen. You make a person busy once, he calls you back. You make him busy twice, he calls you back. What are you dying? Go fetch. Aha, Subaru emujirabye tugisekeyo. Ejo yinzofuna mu 9 to 11. Mujirabye. Mugongo gwambwa. You can get the Toyota IST as well. I think. Alteza, yes, you can get the Alteza. Thank you, Antonio. Mark 2 Grand, Mark 2 Musota. It's also best to buy property. Sereko Samuel, yes, this is the best time to buy property, by the way, as well, Samuel. Thank you. Because at this time, Kaldina yiyo na yeha. Kaldina keberechi, okujango funyeri ya viviti ya yi. Milioni 10, is this some Kaldina? And I drove the Kaldina for like 2 years, by the way. It's not a bad car. But it's not a car that I would invest 11 million in. I wouldn't. How about Yaris? Yaris is the Vitz. Yaris is the Vitz. Inate bakusere moroka ngaba kugamba no Yaris itelinga Vitz zezimu. Just into Yaris again na kubera ya beyo ku maintaining the spare changes a little bit. Jakwesanga sometimes they have to put Vitz spare because the Yaris spare is kindly not there. The Yaris is the UK version. Cars at 11 million. What is it? You can get the Harrier old model. What drone? Ayo. You can get that thing 9 to 11 million. Majority of the time you'll get a 3000cc version, but you can get it. Neyo Nadia. RAV4, yes, na ite jakuba nungi kati UBB RAV4 jila million ngabi mutano yorabye. And the reason why those RAV4s are overpriced is because you guys, you want them a lot. Come say what's akarango banange nkola pre-purchase inspection, and I'm open to start doing pre-purchase inspection starting tomorrow. Kale bonkubira kati ngompise ka mangu I come and inspect. But idea I would know. I need money. I've spent money. I've been doing things to spare. I spent money. Now, Peter, you call me now. I come look at your car. You still pay the same amount, 450k. But starting tomorrow, I'm available. We'll come with the mechanic. We'll look at the car for you. Yeah, we look at other options. Normally, I've been telling you guys, when you're going to buy a car, don't look at one option. That's you blocking all your options. Look at like 2, 3, 4, 5 options. And then decide from there. And majority of the time you guys have been saying the guy is not even your friend. The guy is a broker that has been chatting you up. All of a sudden you start thinking he's your friend. He's not. He knows you want to buy a car, so he starts being nice to you in order to sell you a car. That's why I'm not nice to people. I don't want to be nice. So 9 to 11 one ambuziza ku Sienta. Now majority of Sientas have a CVT gearbox, and that's kind of like the only downside with the that's like the only downside with the Toyota Sienta, the CVT gearbox, which is poorly handled, by the way. Yesterday I met a friend of mine and he said, kamoroka konga kalungi. I said, CVT kano. Yeah, it's a CVT. Nangamba banange Sienta yambonya CVT gearbox yachi siru. No, but the CVT gearbox, if you make sure there is no leakage, if you don't open the gearbox, just drive it. The CVT gearbox, and so it has lifetime gearbox oil, is because they planned that you drive it until the car breaks down and then you buy another car. It's like the techno guys. They don't create phones for you to repair them. That's why they keep releasing series and series and series. Hey, guys, I do pre-purchase inspection. I come with the mechanic. 450k covers us, both our time it covers the fuel that gets us to your car as long as the car is in the Kampala Central Business District. When we get out of the CBD, you pay some extra fuel. Now, please don't pay $450 and you want me to use it all. There's a dude, the one that made me actually limit my time. Dude said he at that time I was charging $350. He said he gave me $350. He wanted to see all his $350 go down the drain. Yeah. You people. Anyway, I also sell tracking devices at $350 and $450K. With the tracking device, you can control your car. You can turn off the engine even if you are in the UK and the car is in Kampala. You can see where the car is going in real time. You can see where the car has been in the past. You can get alerts when the person is overspeeding. Alerts when the engine is turned on and off. You can get alerts when the battery is disconnected. Yeah, you can even geofence your car. When you look at this position, you tell me. Yeah, you get those alerts. Yeah, so it's a very powerful system. And then for the one for $450, that's the one for $350. The one for $450 will even give you the ability to call the car and listen to what the people in the car are saying. That's a very powerful thing there. Kati mwabaina abachala babaliga. Tera mu tracker, oteka mu ya dogoz. Nomukubiranga. Na kubulira branch yabadde dogoz eryogeza base mu motoka. So anyway, and the voice activated trackers are not very good for people in relationships where you have trust issues, where you have called mchala one time and you decided that you want simps. Those are simps. You know, I nalabecha amagero ngagamba mbuyeta kuba mukazi ayenze. Ogwagwa buli kwali. You saw till death do you. Abasajja basobola okwenda because even in the Bible it's there. Omukazi, the one thing that makes omukazi bwe butagenda bali kikimufuula omukazi yensonga lwaki ffe tusasula ewaabwe naye ate omala okusasula omukazi ewaabwe ate atandike n'okwenda anange mwakalabeka vidiyo yako kirabika mukazi we yatambula ate n'atambula emirundi egiwera ate abantu ne bamanya ne bamulaba nga amusonyiye ne bagamba kyabagera asobola okusonyiwa omukazi ono kati bwamala okumusonyiwa n'alaba nti ensi etandika okuquestioninga n'agaaka ambifuule public lwaki si but that's a very bad influence, very bad. Era abasajja bannange tokwatanga mukazi wo nga ayenze n'omusonyiwa. That thing, it never ends well. It doesn't end well. It doesn't end well. Mukazi wo bw'ayenda abakukooye. Abakukooye. Era bw'onoomukwata n'ono gayi oyo gayi n'omutiisa n'amuvaako ng'agende wa gayi omulala. That's how those chicks are. One time ndibatuuza ne mbanyumiza story emu kujja mmanyi. It's a real story. Kate there is another story of a guy yakwatanga mukazi we family ne zibatuuza n'asonyiwa gwasembayo mukazi yali agenda mutema atema. Bwe kyobomanya nti ayagala kutema atema akujje waleeta ono gwe yakafuna. So fenga abasajja, you realize that abasajja ffe tubeera sober. Teri mukazi ayenda ng'ali sober. Teri Kakonge, sister yore, kuchomukazi okwenda mukazi we yayenda nze mbabuulira. Did you guys see the very first video kyamagero we yagamba nti omukazi bayenda tomugoba? Did you see the pain in his eyes? There was a lot of pain, and that's the video where I think they started criticizing him. Actually before yaita yogera nti omukazi bayenda akola ki? We yagamba ndi mukazi wa munyiza ayagadde okukyawa mukazi w'emirundi miyitirivu, and he could not. The reason why I say some of those things in Uganda is because abantu ba YouTube bano mbalaba katulinde babajja malategeera Uganda bino tujja byogera mu luzungu bajjayo video. Kyamagero yagamba nti anyigidde mukazi w'emirundi mingi ayagala okwawukana naye nga tayawukana naye because ayagala kweta kind of an alpha male, like he lets it go. Kati ne bamu criticizing nnyo ku eyo video. I think that's when he brought it up because wayenda simugoba. If you have been following these videos, you would know why he's saying what he's saying. He's justifying his decisions. Kakonge hari yankumi 3 enywanga lumbe naye atobaze sente zobo inanga atoyagala vuga SUV ate tukolere ki. We should encourage you to buy the cars you want. the moment she discovers that you are willing to forgive her, she will never have any respect for you. No, she can't. She can't. Chitegeza toyina jodda. Men of value tebasonyiwa. And women of value basonyiwa. Women of value basonyiwa because the value of a woman is also tied to her husband. Ochitegera bawo bwabaga ina value nga mu bantu bamuwe ekitiibwa. Well, guy, you should see the eyes that are looking at me here. Nengera bu point to no bukasuka yo mu mpola mpola. Ne kayitawo akona akamanya. Ochitegera. Ne kayitawo nakona akamanya. The value of a woman is tied to her man. Bobera ne simple kati be ngechalo kyonna kimanyi nti no otambula n'ogenda ebbali bawo n'asonyiwa bwengoloza mbwe ekyalo kimuwa ekitiibwa kisajjasajja kyekyo. But anyway guys, today mwe abagala okungulako alarm ne tracker munguleko alarm ne tracker. Then next week tutandika digital marketing class ku Platos Institute. Abagala to learn about the digital marketing class, go to platosinstitute.com. I'm also going to upload a link. I'm going to put a link in one of the posts here for you to learn about the digital marketing course. Now, the digital marketing course for you guys that have businesses in Kampala, it helps you understand the best way to not only market your business analog, but also digitally. So, sinadda mukula Morocco kujja kozi primo. Emilio mwenda ku 11 primo kati kitegeza. Any person that wants to buy a car that between 9 to 11 million, of all the cars we have seen, the Primo is literally the best car for you to buy. The Primo old model is the most durable car. Mweze Morocco is the same tezo. Ochitegera. What's ne Vitra? Kubanti abantu abisere bisinga bavuga Vitra atete bazivuga ngendo bati bayina mirimu je bagala because I have no idea. But abantu abavuga Primo at least botu zirabye nga nyingi nnyo ku bbala. So the Primo old model you can go ahead and buy it. It has passed the reliability test. And of course majority of them are 1.8 and 2 liters. But mukama bwabakwatideko you get to 1.5 liter. Ojja kuba mu kituufu. Yes, this adio. Moses sees kyekiri omuganda wange. Starch. Kakonge Eugene. Derek Fisher. Ne Mark 2 Musotano yo mpangazi ate you can get it. Ne Mark 2 Grand. Those two cars are also tried and tested. They have also passed the reliability test. Like omusajja akkirizibwa okunywa omwenge n'atamiira but omukazi takkirizibwa kutamiira. Your point yayiseewo weebale nnyo tevuddemu kamwa kange wadde sinywa mwenge. Omusajja akkirizibwa okunywa omwenge n'atamiira naye omukazi takkirizibwa kunywa mwenge n'atamiira. Waliwo ebintu ebimu nga they are unwritten laws. They are unwritten but ate namwe mugambe baganda bamu waliwo ebintu ebimu ebitalina kunobya mukazi. Waliwo ebintu ebimu nga tebikunobya kuba bwono baali wajja okuddawo. Abantu yes, you should see the hands that are moving here. Waliwo emikono egimponinga wano Antonio. Bamponinga wano naye nze njagala akimanye. Wabawo ababa balinze gwogira noganze ngenze tonona gwe ngenze. And these days by the way abakyala bali badde bakimanya ffe tukimanyi teri mukazi anoba nga talina jadda ffe tetukyanona bw'onoba manya nti olina gy'olaze nga nkuleka ng'ogenda obeera eyo nange embeera byange okwoninga kukendedde. I have spitted the facts. I have spat facts. Vayo now. Simanyi oluviiri luweddemu mu ggaali. Akyanoonya momentum. Mwe baggaali. Mulowooza sigenda basiibule dakiika nnyinawo nga 3. Bwe nfunye akakisa ngenda soma amannya mbasiibule ate tulabagane ekya question Friday. Naye nga neeyanziza mwe kunjagala mwe bali kubeerangawo. Nze nsinga okuba miisinga bwe mba sisobodde kukola live broadcast. kati ngenda tuuka ku mulimu mbeeko byenkola nsumagiremu boto tukyaliro liyo and men twetaaga okwebaka because we need our testosterone to be high. Testosterone is also influenced by the quality of sleep you get. Ate mukimanyi testosterone makes us men. Kati testosterone wakyamagero yakendeera osonyiwa otya omukazi omwenzi nosigala nga okyayitibwa musajja oba gusajja agamba ekiti kya muwogo oba kiti kya muwogo naye nga tekuba muwogo. Banaye mubuulire abaganda bammwe and apparently bwotuna mu comments za video kyamagero yagambira nti omukazi bwayenda tamukola ki tamugoba mbwasigala naye. Bannange women we are celebrating naye nga buli mukazi you a man sent from heaven, you have a lot of wisdom. Ani abaga nti omusajja asonyiwa omukazi ayenza aba ne wisdom aba musiru sha ekintu by the guys baba waliwo ano omusajja asonyiwa omukazi omwenzi manyoliko ekizibu mbuuza lwaki kubanga buli musajja agwa ku mukazi waaba amukonkarinze. They have conquered her. Kati gwe omuntu gwe bakonkarinze omulundi ogumu oba ebiri gwengeera oli awo. Indicator agabuga bimatala kitegeera there are marriage community guide kyamagero takimanyi nti sitaani yalokoka talokoka sitaani talokoka bayira mwe bagaye basajja bannange kino ekintu kimanye ne bwosanga mukazi wo nga yeesisiza ku musajja mubuuze weesesa ki olina sekeranze so no mama bani akimanyi bwasekera omusajja yenna mbuulira lwaki amusekera bwoseka ki yagenda okuleeta ebintu ewataatawo kale abitwaleyo gwe musekera abitwale. And by the way tetulina kukiza kujogebwa In addition, when will you start preparing land plots in general that an area has a need of genuine bodies? Man, etakasiri manyi. I don't want to lie to you, but I can, for now, I can recommend Isaac Luyirika. He's a surveyor here. He's one of the guys in the community. I can recommend him to be helping you with land. He's a surveyor. Okubali mbachizibu. Nange wema. A man who forgives a cheating wife abeera musajja by mistake ayina tandika kwambala skirt. Oli mutuufu nnyo. Can a special old model do Uber? No, it can't. And to men who have housemaids at home, fuba nnyo oleme kumwagalira mu maka omuli abaana ne mukyalawo, because you will lose it all. Yeah, no, Antonio, what kind of advice is that? Yeah? Antonio, advice cheyo kati bwoba yagala made mu jeewo omwagalire bali. Antonio Tata, clarify on your advice. It doesn't seem like advice. It seems like kanzine mumasomera advice ya Antonio abatagitegedde agambye. And men who have housemaids at home fubanyole mekumwagalira maka omuli abaana ne mukyala cause you will lose it all. Antonio inexperience. How akola ngotya tata? How do you do? Where do you put her? Kugamba advice ya Antonio egamba maid mwagali. Lesi makomuli abaana bo. Antonio, weba nya advice mama bani achiwulidde. Bangambye batya si waka naye olio waffe olio waffe taliyite bo baba bali ayino babirondawa abakazi bano tubalabanga abasina nabo bagezi oba bironda ayina akanda ke yasoke wasoko okuleta nasanga wakanga bakoze ne display nga tada nga bagala balabe reaction yange yaliwo ne mulamu wange basoka maid gwe twasokera ddala okuba naye yali okemu ne bamuntega tada balabe reaction yange naye bino ebininkini byabadde alonda ebitaliika abireeta akugana okukola kino ne mu tawuni tabaako naye oli twamunonanga babiri. Antonio, your advice is good, but for me it would not apply because Mama Bani makes sure to bring vegetables. She does not bring meat. She brings vegetables. Can a market last long time? Yes, it can. Antonio agambye mukozi bwe mwagala mujjeewo mwagalire bali ekyo kiwedde stamped and endorsed by Antonio Random Things. Trisha, good morning. Which cars last a long time? Literally all cars can last. Oyo mwana alabika agoba ba maid mu lugezigezi. Nange ndaba Antonio alabika ba maid abagoba. Oyo nedda. Nze ne byakola tebinyumira. Tumugobe. Kumbe yamwadde sente za rent eggulu. Nezigula ekitanda n'omufaliso. Gwo mukozi omulaba kugenda tagenda wala nnyo n'ewaka. Omusanga yapangisa ku kyalo. Of course bapangisa ku kyalo ababoda baba balyako. Naye ne bawo naye aba agendayo. Mama Bani ye superstar. Boba birondawa. Ono Mama Bani ogeza agende ye chenjo jeyo. I know what rubuto gwe yaleta. Tetumanyi oba ali rubuto batali rubuto. Mwe kana katumino okuntunulira. Mama Bani I know mukozi gwe yaleta nga alinga ali olubuto naye nga atali rubuto. Kuganga olubuto olinga pregnant, teruli pregnant. Kati nga tekitegeerekeka. Naawe obeera confused. Okitegeera. Kati ate ayina lwamanyi okuleeta nga tebamanyi kufumba. Omanyi omuntu afumba ebijjanjalo nga bya boyiro ne bitawooma muyadde. Oba abajjawa. Kati nga mbuli ngeri omwetaaga. Okitegeera. Nga wadde ayinza okuyanja kulekera omukozi naye nga omukozi kigwa kulekera. Kulekera mukozi kiddala. Waliwo agaya baagala ngula obuyongeza. Tukutuku yesinga akayongeza obuwangazi ate ngeri cheaper to maintain. The version of the tukutuku, but this one enyongezo ogiraba etika the same amount of staff ngaka na akantu. Okitegeera. Sabali baagala ogula enyongeza mamba wana like ataleta na vegetables, like aleta rotten fruits. Kituufu yaleta bantu entumbi ki? It might be entumbi kyeki. Mujinnyonnyole. Kubona omuntu alina lubuto. Bwagejja nga nalwo lugejja. Bwakoga nga nalwo lugejja. Naye ng'era lunene. Kati twali tumanyi muwala muto. Omukuba anti bange najja ewange. Nanga naye nga mwaleta mukulu nnyo. Naye nga ate ffe tubaye tulaba muto. Etajja bitegeere waabwe teri alina YouTube. Tebajja biraba. naye twesuuza embaga yammwe because you look to be a happy couple and see that's lovely and we are happy as long as mama we shall continue to be happy as long as mama Urban knows the unwritten rules of marriage. Kyobona bolumwe sagala zibbire tanga tuli babiri fekka kuba wano bwenzi kasuka talina kyajja kunkola nzi kasuka ajja kuva mu kagene nga agirowooza ko ata yakogedde kasinkinge katuule atereere mu layini naye bw'okyogera nga muli babiri wayinza okubaawo obutakkaanyaawo ate ne mutandikiraawo. We are happy but and you guys ambuzambu are we happy, but I want to make it clear even to her we are happy simply because she adheres to the unwritten rules of marriage. Era wolizivaako bwoti ojja okumanya nti couple ziri unhappy ng'otandikira ku yaffe eyo entumbi kabisa ekula n'omuntu waayo. Entumbi kiva ku kyentumbi eva ku kibannange kubona omwana we mwogerawo nti aleka alina ntumbi naye munaye mama Urban yaŋŋamba nga nti omuwala yafumbanga hafu y'omuceere oba kiro n'agirya eba hafu n'okulya alya katulina guno omuceere ogw'ebbeeyi gwe tuguleeyo mu kikuubo waliwo ebintu ebitalina kunyumya naye kankinyumye ekiba kibe tulina omuceere ogwo ogw'ebbeeyi kiro ya mutwalo ogwo oguwooma ennyo ogwo ogweyawula ogwo gwe bayita long green. Mama Urban yasanga ng'omuwala afumbye akasepiki k'omuceere n'akaya n'akamalawo ko mama Urban gwe ngenda kugulira ogwo ogwa layisi era etwamugulira ogugwe ogugone bwalya kilo 2 olunaku tetufaayo. Ababoda babayoola muziraba bayoola boda ndibona traffic basala buwemba tome era wanenya traffic police officer obala ababoda badduka baba neeno bali mu bakwata wali nabo tebanda mukwatako naye aina kapulesa kata nebe boda guys lwaki tebagenda ne bafuna gundi. And by the way guys okwanjira kuyinza okubaawo next year mama Urban alina statement gye yakola recently njogere mama Urban alina statement gye yakola egumya buli musajja bwe bagigamba bati oguma mu mutima n'ogamba katono omukyala ategedde unwritten rules of marriage. Mama Urban yaŋŋamba yebirala byonna tafa as long as she's the official wife. Antonio statement ogiwulidde as long as she is the official wife ebirala eyo statement terina musajja gwetagumya mu bulamu ye tafaayo kasitaba nga ye official yamanyiddwa ebirala byonna agenda kuba mugumu n'agiddamu n'enkeera yayagala okugijjira n'agamba the wife that got officially married abategeera oluzungu omuntu bwagamba as long as am I not the wife that will be officially married to you kitegeeza ki there is another one that is not officially married to you. Zikasayogera ezo statement we will be happy until the end of time. Tetujja kuba na butabanguko mu maka maide muleke ku basimati ayekiro ya baba ati buli lunaku gwogimanyi kitegeeza buli wiki ogula keka kilo 5 naye nga talina buzibu okujja kati munjigiriza entumbi kyekindi bo bamuyambako ekyo nali muyambi olubuto ne lukendera amazima yalinga yo olubuto naye abo mama Urban baleeta aleka asooka nakola physical inspection aleka yakola pre-hire inspection ne bamuweereza bamaidi nga bana kapotebo n'akagoba owanyashi n'amugoba naga mu mpoyo ow'olubuto. Mama Urban aleka yakola pre-hire inspection the eatable ones n'abagoba bonna naga mu mpoyo sajja beepankapanga. Mama Urban understands the terms of pre-purchase inspection. Made muvuge mugende naye ku jimu. Joshua oyagala leeta kiki ogera otwala made mu jimu oyagala kuleta butabanguko mu maka entumbi era ikatewo na jimu bwe bantu entumbi eva ku kibana poor feeding. Mbechoro butoko kyesigyeko gwe nawe era bwolaba nawe ojja kyesibako just in tulina okumaintaininga privacy. Nze nali sikirabangako era nze bwe nasooka omulaba bwe nti Nenga mama abani. Waliso wolubuto. Tatumenya agenda tukana atandika okwagala okuzana namubuuza n'agamba tali lubuto. Muyamubuuza atali lubuto atalaka tali lubuto kubanga bwakogaluko bwagejja lugejja. Manya kati baba ine emirembe kati ateeze ewaffe tulina abaana babiri ozaaliwo mirimu ki era bwakeera n'ayozaayo obugoye n'alya kilo. I'm not sure she eats a kilo. Naye according to the reports I got, there is a lot of eating. That's why we had to switch to have 2 types of rice in the house. Ate kati okuwa abantu emirembe toyinza muga tolya kilo. Nbu ate wefumbire hafu y'ekikopo abiba tebigatta. Mwe baga njagala basibula naye mundabeko nga sina basibula. Ero business ngenda gikakkalabiza ntinda namuteka entinda eyo nkoleko ku mirimu gyange ndabeko kubendudde okulaba naye nga muli mutya muli bulungi emboozi ya leero ewoomye mwakitegedde nti maama bani yagambye as long as she's the official wife. Statement eyo eri deep nno. Statement eyo eri deep. As long as I'm the wife that you officially married. Ngira bwe bayita mu bantu nze gwe bayita. Kona. Akubye ne high five. Bannange. Mulabe ensonga lwaki tuli basanyufu. Tovanga ku unwritten rules of marriage. But guys, eyo rule eri unwritten. Naye yo nga yo yemala. Yemala. Those Antonio get yourself a mama banana. Keep quiet. Atolede kaitu kaisiza ntugamba abakazi bena kusobola bano batetunona. Akutu ekiko wakisiza kakkali. Kye nabagambye in live broadcast yobola banjagala okayisaawo. Kati akukatudde. Kati bakagata nebiri byazayogera ndo zabyogera nga tamanyi true meaning naye kati agitegedde nakyo kitudde. Antonio, am I not the luckiest? Kaje parking somewhere banange mbasibule marokuba ku masimu sagala genda kwa mu business z'abantu nga ati bategedde nti tsembedde ine nga nze ndi bulungi am healthy ndudo genda mu gym ngisenze na kati tomorrow is a Friday nja kusooka na mu gym basinga genda wantu bonna nja kusooka mu gym ngene nkole ku mirimu bannanga abantu abagala okusoma digital marketing I think it's going to be a Wednesday. I think on 3rd April that's when we have our first class. Toyina kusosola de chikumi okujjamu yo class ya 3rd April. You can come to that class and then if you like what you see you can then enroll. So 3rd April it can be physical, you can also attend via online. Tukozesa nnyo Google Meet. You can be part of that class on 3rd. Umwe batumwe mutomera nnyo muluka ziraba ovuga bubi. Excuse me. So njagala parkinga wano mbasibule. Nsobola okuba ku masimu. Parking wano mbasibule. Nenga mwebale kubera ku broadcast when you're by my side. And by the way guys, yesterday I went to the studio and I recorded the music for the new show that I've been recreating, and Moroski has nothing on me. Nakozezi harmony bannange. Of course nayimbya akalaini kamukokka njakabazanjira mukko. That's the theme song of our new show tugenda okupilotinga, and hopefully bwemunamuteleddemu essaala ejja kuba eyitawo ate nayo mugirabe on one of your TVs. Kafe yena atira ndooza katibu za episode ndeka episode zetwasamutinga zinaatera okukola ki, zinaatera okuba nga ziggwayo. Kamalo basiibula many things can result into entumbi just balina kusooka mukebera balabe kiki ekiri mu lubuto, but sometimes ayina kulusiba gata in some little exercise. What time will the class start? It start at 9 a.m. Moses Heath. Moses Heath, I'm going to put a link here, put the number of the admin at Plato's Institute that you can talk to see how you can enroll. That high five proves to get kumikolo next year. Atenze Kastaya government, as long as I'm the official wife. Simu inako mtawana. Yeah, mubitegere. Amina. Thank you, Starch. Good morning, Gerald Sonko. How is Moroto? The moment you see yourself in a happy marriage, Omanyo Muchara has the bull by its horns. Are you sure? Na ye, alaika yante kamuchupa. Go to abade to editinga. To edit the paka sawa. Nabaga msambo chitundu yesterday. Abade nababa kebera konze tebankebera kone. Bangamba no Arthur. Oli yakumala oli muchupa akimanyi okomawo no matter what. To inajo olaga. Bebasubira nti bayinza obutadda. Nga bakazi bawe bakubira, where are you? Ego nodda. Nze nga wa. Let your maid first. It will help her. Tasobola kusiba. Oli tasobola kusiba. Yeah. Tasobola kusiba. That's figure yenyini nga jolaba ne full figure. Ine ntumbi. Lubuto choto. Yes, lubuto choto. Mama Aba knows what she wants. I hope she continues, because the statements that she has been saying, it seems she does. Thanks for the show, Arthur. Thanks for the nice car. Mama Ban loved it inside out. Nenaba Pantagi. Mugera Prime Minister China. I need eninki ni endo jimugedeko. Thank you for being part of the broadcast. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Paul Sema, Kagwa Dennis, Funny Lifestyles, Paul Kambesi J, Amayo Filiam, King Daniels, Okelo Emmanuel, Alec Isaac, Wandela, Rio Topics with Judubs, Mugalasi Joshua Mix Farm, Frank Mubiru, Babachiza Tadeof, Wabuyi Nelson, Elijah Mwiru Yatua, Baba Football Tribe, NS Kitchen, Toddy Ronald, Nwaga Brian, Dawuda Dawens, Modric, Mudope Joshua, Bruno Insingoma, Ruanga Charles, Sharif Abbas, Jay Seka, Janama Abari Mukamoli, I don't take it for granted, Alex Kakoza, Kaiwa Benjamin, Sereko Starch, Chris Fitness Dubulwa, Pasco Joseph, Dennis 12, Omeja Moses, Mwesigwa Isaac, King Daniels, Nkumaze Derek Fisher, Kakonge Eugene, Antonio Random Things, Valerian Seru Nkuma, Moses Heath, Preacher Joseph, the original Gospel Church, Trisha, Seguya Ronald, Samuel, I don't take you for granted. Yeah. Maurice Chide has nothing on me when Mweze na India Harmony. Mujaziuli. Neighbor guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, we also need that Mama Abans in life. But Bo, or was a stock te yagwayo. Because these days no lemwa no taha. Mwe, nzalora benaku zino simanyi. Zira Mama banano ba. Mbagenda kufuka wakulya buli. Njabuli. Obulidde mama. Mbagenda lya buli. Singa kuddamu kuwasa. Sibategeera abawala benaku naye Mukama abawo omukisa. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Ciao.